Up YouTube, it's Sam from Sam's Garden Maintenance. This video today, guys, I get asked sometimes about what headphones do I wear when I am out gardening, and basically I'll show you what I used to have and what I've got now. So I used to use the ISO tunes. Now I've had these for about 2 or 3 years, and we'll start with the pros. First off, they're easy to use, and if they break, the customer support is actually pretty decent. So I had a set and it lasted about 8 months, and then what happened is the charge port basically fell out of it. So I messaged them and they said, look, don't worry, we'll send you a new pair. So they did, and I've just rocked them since then, and basically the exact same thing happened on this. Is the new pair. So this is the first one, it happened to that. The second one, it happened to that. So what I did to get by in the thriftiness is I took the old pair apart and I took the charger board out, and basically I just had the board, and I think it's somewhere around here actually, and I basically, there it is, just plugged it in and charged the battery. So I'd take the battery out and charged it. Now I did buy batteries, and they say that it lasts so many hours. It doesn't. It eats batteries, and batteries are fucking expensive, and I've not got rechargeable ones. So I was charging it off this for a good while, but the battery isn't designed to basically be unplugged and plugged every day. So that broke, and then I had another battery, and then before that broke, I decided to basically upgrade. Now I was going to get another set of ISO tunes, but I had a look at what was out there, and I've seen good reviews about the Stihl ones. So I bought the Stihl ones last month, and basically, which one do I prefer and which one do I recommend? I actually would recommend these instead. There is some downsides to this, but I'll tell you more about them in a little bit. So I like these because they actually fit over my ear a little bit better. I'd say the noise cancelling side isn't as good as these, but these don't fit over my ear, so they hurt my ears after a while. These I can wear all day and it's not a problem. These ISO tunes, the buttons are better, and Siri works on these. I can't get him to work on that. Maybe I've not read the instructions, I don't know, but you can take calls on both of them, and I've not noticed any difference on the call quality of these. But on these, sometimes when I ring people, they say it sounds like I'm underwater, so who knows. But the buttons is actually the real thing I like on these a lot better. This has got this little fiddly button, and it's a bit of a pain in the arse to sort of turn on and off, because you've got to hold it, and sometimes if you hold it, it actually unpauses it or pauses it, and it's a bit of a pain in the arse, but it's doable. I'd say the build quality, these have got hard plastic, these have got soft. Which do I think will last longer? I don't know. I've seen other guys get a couple of years out of these, so who knows. Why didn't I buy another pair of them? Well, another big sort of down point with these bad boys is they cap the volume. So basically it's capped at so many decibels, and I think that's to comply with OSHA, which obviously I don't think we have a version out here, but I don't think it's stringent on noise going in. Some people say it's too quiet for them. Me personally, I've listened, I find it's fine for me. It could be a little bit louder, but it's fine for me. So as I said, I don't have to sort of, you know, that's not a big gripe for me. I've worn both of them in the pissing down weather. It's been raining for the past couple of weeks here, no problems off that. I've left them hung up in trees while they've got wet, and I put them back on. I'd say these are slightly more comfortable actually than these. As I say, these fit over my ears, so if you've got big fucking bacon chop ears, you'll be fine with these. Battery life, I've not noticed, because I've got the USB cable. I can charge it in my van, and I leave them on charge, so they're always getting charged in between jobs. Now, how would I improve these? If I could, and if still listening, just put a fucking on-off switch that you toggle on and off, like a momentary, you know, a one that you slide left and right. I don't get why. I know why they do it. They probably do it so you can have 3 buttons and it's multi-function. If you had a switch, you'd have to have the volume up and down and then a pairing button, or do it off that. I don't know, but for me, I'd love it if you just had a switch on and off. That would, it would. And a light to say they're on, actually, because sometimes you can put them down and then you don't know that they're on because there's no light. So it'd be good if you had a light and then a little momentary on and off switch. The thing I really like about these, actually, is that it's a charger, like what you'd have on like a laptop sort of thing, and it pushes in and it does feel quite solid. Now these, I've had these and 2 of the charging ports have fucked up on them, so hopefully this shouldn't happen to these, he says. So I leave them on charge in the van and I just hang them up. I think the other ones use a USB-C, and again I've had to try a couple of different cables, because when they was failing, the cable, I thought it was the cable, but it wasn't. It was the controller getting worn out. So hopefully this doesn't have it. And they do have a switch, a light when they're charging, but they don't have a light when they're fucking on. And I really would like a light when they're on. But yeah, these have been solid. Okay, they break, but if you go for a pair a year, I know it's £100 now. They weren't that much when I first started. But I know ISO tunes, it's weird because on their own they're expensive, but at the moment I'm sure they've got a deal where if you buy one you get a free pair of something. And they've got those little, I had them links, little squishy ones you put in your ear, and they hurt my ears after a while, and because you were squishing them to get them in, they worn out quick. And also if you've got dirty hands because you're out working, you know, you're squishing that dirt into the actual foamy bit, and then you're putting it into your ear. I don't think that's really that good for you. So I went off them pretty quick, but good customer support, okay build quality, you know. The Stihl ones on the other hand, they haven't got a means of putting any batteries in, so if this done fucks up, you're pretty much hooped. So we'll have to see. But these were actually a little bit cheaper. I think it was 75 quid. I think the ISO tunes are 100, but if you get from ISO tunes, they'll give you a free pair of something. So maybe what's worth it, I don't know, but I like these. I think they're a good thing. I think they're more comfortable. There's a couple of niggles with them, but you know, you can't get everything perfect, can you? So yeah, have a good day. Oh, by the way, not sponsored. This is just some of the stuff that I've had over the years and what I think is decent. Have a good day, guys. Usual, keep on gardening.